Hello everyone and welcome to Init Esports Dream Team practice session here on Twitch TV.init esports. No, I mean Twitch TV/init esports. I'm sorry guys. Anyway, hello everyone. Hello Sophie. Hi Sophie and everyone in the chat. Hello, welcome to Init Esports Dream Team practice session. So basically in today's stream we'll be doing some practice for the preparation of a VCO Infinity, which happening in about 2 or 3 weeks, two I think, or is it next week? So basically, the VCO Infinity will be happening on April 20 until 21st. So make sure to give us a follow so you guys can see the notification when we are going live next time, because we'll be having like a broadcast for the Dream Team POV during the VCO Infinity, and also there's a lot of things going to happen here on this Twitch channel, and yeah, so it will be worth it to follow. Hi Gabe, hi Gabe, hello, welcome to Init Esports, welcome. It's very nice to have you here today. So guys, without any further ado, oh, first of all, Gabe, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. You're very awesome. Thank you. So, all right, before we start practicing and everything, let me introduce you to the very special guest of the event for today. It's Beitske Visser. So, let's talk with Beitske before we start the practice. Hi Victoria, hi Victoria. Oh guys, look, Victoria, crispy honey, welcome Victoria. So basically, let's talk a bit about the dream team. So basically, the dream team is the team, a female sim racing team made by Init Esports and Screen to Speed, of course, and yeah, basically we'll be having this female team to compete in the VCO Infinity, and Crispy Honey aka Victoria will be one of the drivers for it, but she couldn't join today because she's still in school during this hour. So but don't worry, we will have like other drivers joining. Hi, Mrs. Joker. Hi, Mrs. Joker and Sharon. Oh my God, Sharon. Hi, it's very nice to have you here today. Hello. Hey. I mean, oh my God. By the way, I really enjoy your stream last Sunday on Init Esports. Guys, so basically, if you haven't followed Sharon Fly, you should give a follow for Sharon, because Sharon is streaming. She does a lot of drive in Gran Turismo, and she's also a singer, and she has a really beautiful voice. I love it so much. All right, so let's have a chat, shall we? Let's have a chat with Beitske. I will invite the special guest for today. Hi, Beitske.
Hello.
Hello, it's very nice to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining the practice session. Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting me join.
Of course, it's my pleasure to have you here today. So guys, meet Beitske. So she's a professional racing driver. So if you haven't followed Beitske on social media like Instagram, Twitter, feel free to follow at Beitske Visser. And yeah, so basically Beitske, could you tell me a bit about your activity? Oh, she's driving now. She's driving.
I'm trying to multitask.
I can't multitask when I'm driving. Like, I cannot answer any question when I'm driving. Oh, guys. So, since Beitske and seems like everyone is driving right now, so I will change the scene to this one. Let's see. All right, so right now, Beitske and everyone will be practicing at the Nürburgring in the IndyCar. So, I think for this event, we'll be having 4 or 5 cars of options. Like, you need to take all the car basically. Like, everyone in the team should drive at least 1 or 2 cars. And here on this event, we'll be having, hold on, let me see. So basically, for this event, we'll be having MX-5, interesting, an MX-5 Xfinity car, Oh, so nice. I love Xfinity. And we have IndyCar, we have the GT3, and we have the Super Formula Lights. So it will be five cars in this event, and I believe it will be like five different tracks also. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So, by the way, Gabe and Victoria, are you excited to get into this event? Because I think I haven't done any VCO event. Hey Barley! Barley, hi! Welcome to Init Esports Dream Team practice session. Right now, we have some drivers already driving here. So today, joining the stream, we have Sarah Dove, we have Nina Han, and we have Yvonne Uvelar. So basically, Yvonne, Nina, and Sarah, and also Victoria, is the Dream Team driver. So we have a female sim racing team. So happy! I'm looking forward to see how this girl's doing in the event. And now we are on board with Beitske Visser. So Beitske is the professional driver. So she will show us the way. She will show us how to go fast at this track. So
This is the way.
this is the way. That's how you go
I will
fast.
try.
So right now, Beitske best lap time is 139.6, and Nina, I think Nina is on the out lap right now, and her best lap time is 141.5. And Sarah, you're catching up. Sarah slowly catching up with the lap time here. Very nice.
I'm still only learning the car. I bought it like half an hour ago.
Oh,
Else needs to join one of these sessions. I would love to, Victoria. Maybe next time when you girls are having a practice session, maybe I can hop on and drive together. But for now, I'll be the host for this. You should teach me. You should teach me how to drive, Victoria, because you know a lot about cars and well, the science part of it. Alright, so let me see, because Yvonne. Oops!
Whoops.
Oops. Okay, let me see. Right, there you are, Yvonne. I apologize for that. Oh, here.
No worries, it's all good.
So, meet my friends, guys. Meet my friends, Nina, Yvonne, Sarah. Oh my god, I know Sarah and Yvonne for a long time. So, I've known Sarah and Yvonne since my ACC era when I was driving in ACC. But now, I feel like it feels really nice to have these girls racing in iRacing. Dream team, yes, it's a dream team. So basically, we call it the dream team because sometimes I feel like it's just a dream for female in sim racing to create a female sim racing team. So I'm not saying that we don't have a lot of female sim racer here on iRacing, but it feels like they are everywhere, and it's not like we know each other. And I feel like, based on my experience here on iRacing, I don't really see a lot of girls racing with me on the same grid, something like that. So here in this event with this team, we are having four girls from all around the world. Because Yvonne, she lives in Austria. Sarah, I think Sarah, you live in England or
in Scotland.
Scotland. I'm sorry. So Sarah lives in Scotland. Yvonne lives in Austria, and Nina lives in Germany. So we're like, oh, and Victoria lives in the United States. So like we're living everywhere, all around the world, and it's not like we are going to meet really soon because we live on different countries. But here in sim racing, here in the dream team, we are playing games together. Oopsie whoopsie. We are playing games together, so we meet each other. We know we're making friends here in sim racing, which is really nice. And also for me, the most amazing thing in this stream is that we are having Beitske joining the stream, practicing and showing how you drive fast at this track with this car. Because we all know that Beitske is racing in real life, so she must be like very busy with all the preparation going to the track. So it's very nice. even with the distance, see her, be her. I completely agree with you on that, Victoria. Completely agree with you on that. Because honestly, I'm so happy to have a lot of professional drivers, professional sim racer joining the session right now because you can learn something from her. Like, you can learn something from Beitske, you can learn something from Nina, which is really great. Which is really great. Am I able to join the session? I'm afraid. Well, technically, Yuki! Hi! So technically you can join, but you can only spectate. You can only watch the session. Yes, so yep, exactly. After this practice session, we'll be having a Q&A session. So, you know what? Prepare your question, like make a list of questions for Beitske or even Nina, Yvonne, Sarah. Yeah, prepare the question because after this practice session, we'll be having a Q&A. So, cause I personally I got my list of questions for Beitske and Nina. Cause Yvonne, no offense, because we're friends, like we talk all the time, not like, cause
Yes.
we talk like 24/7. So I can just ask her whenever I want, like at 3 in the morning. Yvonne.
I guess if you
Yes.
also have question to me, like you can ask them tomorrow as well in the talks.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll
I.
save mine for tomorrow.
All right. Oh, Nina's camera is gone. Okay, it's back again.
Oh,
And Yvonne's camera is gone. Hold on, guys. Let me fix some technical things here because the camera is like on and off, which I don't understand. All right. So in the meantime, let's see a lap time from. Oh, I think Beitske improving like 110. Yeah, Beitske improved her lap time by 110. I think last time it was like 139.6. So yeah, keep pushing. Good luck for your practice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sharon. Anyway, Sharon, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Oh, let's go on board with Saradov, I guess. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy almost weekend. Happy almost weekend, everyone. Okay, let's see how. Oh, let's see. I think we can move the camera to Ninahan. Anyway, guys, this is like my first time being a commentator, being the eye of the god in this session. Like I'm changing the camera and everything here, there, and everywhere. So pardon me if there's like some mistakes, some errors here and there. Apologize for that. Alright, so Yvonne should be here. Saradov.
It's
Hello.
going to happen.
Hello, Yvonne. Welcome back. Alright, so we are on board with Nina Han right now. Nina is trying to push, and Nina is racing with the VR. So Nina racing with VR, and Beitske, I think Beitske racing with monitor, not VR. So I think all of us, like most of the drivers here on this server, is like racing with a monitor. But here, Nina, she's racing with a VR and the formula sitting position, like the formula style. Because you can see, like she's like really like about to sleep on the rig. Because
it's very comfortable. Yeah,
it is.
yeah. It's the most comfortable driving position to me. That's why I wanted a formula style thing.
Here.
I see. Because I guess I haven't tried the formula sitting position, but for me the GT is like perfect for me. But maybe at some point I will try out the formula. And she's racing with VR, so it's like more immersion, guys. More immersion. Very nice. So Beitske, later, can you share with us like any tips that you can share about driving at this track?
Yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
can do it now.
Yeah, you can do it now.
Yes, so I think it is quite a technical track. Already with the braking for turn one, it starts quite tricky because it's not a straight line braking. Just
Right.
before the braking starts, the track turns a little bit to the right. So
Hang on.
yeah, it's most important that you make sure that the car is straight when you brake.
Mm-hmm. I
And
see.
then after that, for turn two, yeah, you don't need to open the track completely. You can carry actually more speed into turn one, run completely wide, only have to come back to the middle of the track for turn two,
Mm-hmm.
which is quite a long corner.
Right.
And then again, the braking for turn three is very difficult because it's again not a straight line, because from turn two to turn three, the track just keeps turning.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to brake towards the inside, hug the inside curb, and then stay on the left on the exit, as the right corner after is more important, to be as fast as possible through there,
Mm-hmm.
um, because there's a little straight after.
Ah.
Then you have quite a fast left-hander,
Mm-hmm.
uh, in which you can actually enter very fast. The exit doesn't really matter because straight away after you have the right-hander, which is quite tight. So for the right-hander, you only have to come back to half of the track. There's no need to come back fully to the left
Mm-hmm.
because inside it has quite a lot of camber. Then you come to the Dunlop corner, which again you have to make sure you are straight for braking because the track turns a little bit to the left. But if you open it a bit, then you can brake straight. And there's actually two options
Mm-hmm.
where you can take the corner. You can or really dive to the inside and open a bit in the middle and come back, so like this style. Or you can make it more like a U, where you stay more on the left during braking and
Uh-huh.
then turn in late for late apex.
Oh, the
Then
late apex. I see.
that's what I was doing in this car.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Schumacher S, which
Oh.
is flat out. In this car, you can take the curb on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have another chicane. Well, it's not really a chicane. There's a bit of space in between, but the corners are together.
Right. Right.
And there, I would say the second one is way more important,
Mm-hmm.
because you have a long straight after. Uh, and then for the chicane, important to brake as late as possible, and take as much curb as possible. In this car, you cannot take a lot, but in GT cars, you can probably take a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last corner is actually quite difficult. With this car, it understeers a lot. But again, you have to focus on the exit to because there's a long straight again after, so the exit is most important.
I see. Ah. So Nürburgring has my heart. I see that. I see that a lot of people really like this track. Like love it, love it, love it. I like the GP layout, but for me, I haven't done any drive in the Nordschleife. So I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to survive racing at the Nordschleife. But guess what? Beitske, I think a few days ago, she did some. Was it like a test drive or was it like?
So last weekend I had the first NLS double header, so two races, 4 hour race on Saturday, 4 hour race on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh.
yeah, I probably did about 3,000 hours of practice before I remembered the track
Mm-hmm.
on the simulator. Uh, yeah, it's the most difficult track in the world, I think, with
The
so many
most.
corners, such a long track, and especially with the traffic we have in the races, because there's like 120,
Yes.
I think during the 24 hours will be even 150 cars on track, so
Wow.
uh,
Wow.
that's the most difficult part.
The most difficult part. Right. Good luck, by the way, for your upcoming race. I'm really looking forward to see how you're doing in the race. And yeah, so Gabe, you know what, Gabe, Yukino, and everyone, don't forget to give a follow to Beitske, Ninahan, Yvonne, and Sarah. Sarah, do you have any social media to share or not really?
Not really.
Not really. Not really. It's alright. So basically, if you want to support us, the Dream Team and Beitske, don't forget to give us a follow at Screen to Speed Init Esports and at Beitske Visser. So yeah, that's amazing. Did you see the Jimmy Broadbent's team? That's a question for Beitske, I think.
Yes, so we are actually their main competitor. So on Sunday they finished second. No, they finished first and we finished second. But yeah, it was a very tight battle in the last two corners, two laps. Unfortunately, they passed us, but yeah, I'm sure we're gonna have some good fun battles throughout the whole year.
Oh, I bet. Oh, you already follow Beitske on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for following one of the best female driver here in the world, should I say. One of the best driver with lots of experience because I think I know Beitske during the W series. I watch a bit of the race, like I was still a newbie back then. So I watch a lot of girls racing on the track and I see that series, I see Beitske name. And yeah, I'm so happy, you know what, Gabe? I'm so happy to finally meet someone that I see on TV few years ago. And oh my god, super, super happy. Oh, here's a question for Nina. Don't you guys hurt or feel tired after a session or stint with the VR?
Not really. Like I started sim racing in VR basically all the way back in 2018 or something. So because like back then I didn't have the space and also like just like not the money for like 3 times the same monitor and everything. So I took the VR I already had, which is like the first generation Oculus Rift, so I kind of like need to upgrade that as well at some point. But yeah, no, it's like you get used to it. Like the first, I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks or something, I had to like stop after an hour. Now it's just like normal to me to drive like this, and I really I really enjoy it, especially if I do some NASCAR or something. To me, it really helps to see things like 3-dimensional and judge where the cars are spinning to just like avoid them and everything.
I see. Because that's my consideration about getting a VR. Like, I don't know if I will be able to drive for 30 minutes, but you know, after a while, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, definitely. And like I feel like not everyone can adjust as well. Like I've heard of some people that are just like, yeah, I can't do this like at all. But for me, it was never a real problem. So yeah.
I see. So I think after all, it comes to your preference. Like, yeah. I think I need to give it a try at some point. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But have you tried like racing with triples or not?
I have tried racing with an ultra wide. I don't know what the name was. It was like some Samsung ultra wide. But yeah, it's okay. It's cool and everything, and I don't know. Maybe it's even faster to do it like that. But I like the realism, especially since I really enjoy using my mirrors. And yeah, in VR you can just like do this with your head and really just like look at your mirror, and it
Right.
changes. Like you can go up and down, and you can adjust what you see. It's like real kind of.
Right, right. Huh. Oh, anyway, silly old bear, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your time here. You're very awesome. And welcome to Init Esports Dream Team practice session with the Dream Team drivers, Nina, Yvonne, and Sarah. And also, we have a special guest joining the chat, Beitske Visser. Not joining the chat, joining the practice session. Because she's here, she's driving, she's still the fastest here at this track. So let's see if Sarah, Nina, and Yvonne can match up the lap time here. We'll see. I'm a bus driver and I'm worried I will mess with my health of my eyes in the long term. Right, right. Right. Oh, anyway, Transmission Motorsport. I really love the all women's events you're all getting going. It's great to not feel so alone. Of course, as I said before, like, I know we have like a lot of female drivers in this world, like a lot, but we live like all around the world. So, yeah, I mean, we are here, but it's I feel like we haven't met each other on the track. Like we haven't like actually sharing the track with other drivers, other female drivers. So yeah, that's what we want to do, to create a female racing team, sim racing team, and hopefully it will motivate other female to create a female team for endurance, like I don't know, even for iRacing endurance every weekend, or even for a professional event. That's what we want to do, like, to encourage more women to get into the high level of competition in sim racing. That's what we want. So yeah, let's see. Sarah Dove. Sarah keep improving here. Her lap time keeps on improving. Really great. Very
Just
nice.
a little bit.
It's okay.
Oh, I threw it away in the last sector. It was such a great lap.
Oh no.
Oh,
It would have been a 39, I think.
Oh my god. You're very close to 39. Let's go. Oh my god. So I think I follow Beitske on Twitch. I watch her racing. I think she did the global endurance, something like that. I watched her race at Spa, and I think she drove the prototype, if I'm not mistaken, back then. I'm watching like, oh, that's how you send it. That's how you do it. That's how you do. That's how you pass the slower class car. I'm learning a lot lately. Not lately, but I learned from other streamers streaming. So don't forget to follow Beitske
no, I think I'll
also
run out.
on Twitch at Beitske Visser. Because sometimes she's streaming, but maybe are you streaming like every, not like every week, I think, Beitske, but sometimes.
Um, no, it really depends when I have time. This winter I didn't stream because I had a surgery, so I couldn't drive.
Oh,
But
It was still from Spa, right?
yes,
oh no.
I broke my foot there, so I needed a surgery. But yeah, now all is okay again. So hopefully in the next few months I will be streaming again.
I'm looking forward to see you back streaming, because your race was really really good. I saw that on X5. It was really amazing. You can't wait until you can try out the iRacing. So far, I'm only on GT7 because of the crossplay. I see. I think Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo was the first racing game that introduced me to other games like Acero Corsa or even iRacing. And I think for me, Gran Turismo is a great platform to start. But at some point, when you're planning to make an upgrade to a PC, you should get into iRacing and you should compete in the screen to speed with Nina, Yvonne, Sarah. Sarah also driving in the screen to speed. So I'm really looking forward to have you in iRacing. Really looking forward to it. All right, so let's see from Sarah Dove POV. Let's see, cause oh wow, really the lap time is like really close here between Nina and Sarah. So it's only like 0.00 something, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We're 7,000 apart.
That's pretty close.
Oh, wow.
That's really
Very close.
close. Imagine having that during the quali in the VCO Infinity. Like everybody from the top 10 is like only like this close the gap, like really close. Gonna be really fun to watch. Anyway, Yvonne,
Yes.
speaking about the upcoming VCO, what are your preparations going into this event?
Well, I know the two cars that I'm gonna drive. I don't know any of the tracks yet, so I'm just gonna go with the cars on track practice with them. I don't have my own equipment here, so next week I'm back home, and then I'm sitting back in the comfy rig again
In a proper
to race.
yeah.
So that will be good. And yeah, that's how I prepare from now. And I think the 15th, the tracks will be announced. And then we make a schedule, who is driving which race. And then we can practice for the right race, basically. race that you're gonna race.
Right, right. So after they announce the track, then you will start practicing like really hard, practicing the combo like really hard.
Yes, yes. We don't need to practice all the 5 cars and so on.
Right. So we have like 5 cars here for this event: MX5, Super Formula, IndyCar, Xfinity, and the GT3. Which one is your most favorite car?
My most comfortable car is the GT3.
The GT3. I see.
Yes.
What about you, Sarah? Which one is your most favorite car to drive in this event? Oh, Sarah is focusing right now.
Oh, were you,
It's alright.
were you asking me? Sorry.
It's okay. So, yeah.
I think probably the IndyCar. It's the one I have the most experience with.
Nice. We have the IndyCar driver here. Nice. So it's so nice to see that all these drivers have their own preference. Like for example, Yvonne, she really comfortable in the GT3. Then we have Sarah, who really likes to drive the Indy. So I feel like everyone here in the team can cover each other with their expertise in their own ways. And what about you, Nina? Which one is your most favorite car?
Probably the Super Formula Lights, because I really enjoy like also driving the Formula 4. Sadly, that isn't in the selection, but the Super Formula Light is a really fun car. But I also enjoy like more like the low-powered stuff sometimes, like the MX5s or something. So that might also be an avenue to venture out in. It's usually like either high downforce or low horsepower that I enjoy.
So you like to drive the slow car fast? I don't know. Some people in the chat when I was streaming told me that like it's better to drive the slow car fast, which he referred that to the MX5, like, cause it's a. I mean, a lot of people like underestimate that car, the Miata, the MX5, but but also on the other hand, a lot of people said like that is like one of the most technical car in iRacing.
Yeah, I mean, low-powered cars have like a little charm to it, I feel like, because if you have a fast car and you have a bad exit, you go on throttle and you're already like fast again. But in a slow car, you really need to like keep the momentum and everything, and it really amplifies if you're like slow out of a corner to where
Right.
you really lose a lot of time.
I see. I think for me in road racing, I did a lot of race in the GR86 Cup. I mean, that car is slow compared to the F3, of course, or the GT3. And I feel like with the slower car, it gives me more time to react to the situation. Like, because if the car is fast, everything happens so fast. Like, there's a crash in turn one. Oh no, so fast. But with a slower car, I feel like I got more time to process everything in my head and, like to process like where to go.
Yeah. Like, a slower car will definitely do that, but these slower cars usually have like way softer suspensions and everything, so you can really like attack curbs a bit more, and like it's just different how they handle over just uneven roads, and you can really like play with that, or ideally already anticipate stuff before it happens, so you don't even have to react but already know what the car is going to do, and then like preemptively turn your steering wheel accordingly.
Right. Oh, Beitske is improving her lap time. Keeps on improving. Let's go, Nina. Let's go.
Oh!
39.3. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh dear.
Just when I also managed to get into 39s.
And yes, Nina, 39.8. There we go. Super proud of you. Nice. It keeps on. So Nina keeps on improving, Betska also improving, and Sarah almost close, very close to 39. So Betska,
Yeah, you also improved, didn't you?
yeah. So
Yeah,
Betska,
I'm on the
sorry.
I'm on the slower tire now, so
Oh.
I won't be going faster. But I
That
want to
makes
see
sense.
what it's like.
Right. So, just in case we are driving this car at this track, This is a question for Beitske actually. What is the fast lap time at this track with this car, ideally?
I mean, I just did a 39.3.
Mm-hmm.
My optimal is a 2. But I mean, we are driving a standard setup for my racing, so probably if you have someone with a proper setup, you can improve quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we are not using the push to pass for the moment. I can try to do a lap with push to pass to see how much
Oh,
speed.
then I'll never catch up.
I'll never catch up. Let's see
Oh.
from Beitske onboard camera here.
Actually, I'm also
Next
gonna.
lap, I try push to pass.
Try the push to pass. Let's see. Oh, let's see from the cockpit view so you guys can see. Can see the line and everything. So yeah, it will be a 24 different race. So Yvonne, it will be like 24 different race in a 24 hour.
Yes.
hour.
There will be 24 different races, and each race has a different car and track combo. It will be a 45-minute race, probably a 5 minutes practice to everyone to get in the server, then has a qualifying and then a 45 minutes race, and then probably the next driver is gonna go in, or depending on the schedule, who's driving which car, which track combo.
That's not what to do.
who's driving it.
Oopsie.
Sorry?
Oopsie.
I
But
didn't choose to see.
would she save it? Okay, we'll start from the pit. Let's see.
How does the push to pass work actually? Is it a toggle or do you have to like press it down or?
So I mapped it and I just pressed it once and it stayed on until I braked.
Yeah.
But I think that shouldn't be like that.
Alright.
I have to say, I don't know. Like, usually iRacing is pretty like good in modeling like real life behavior, but yeah, I
In
wouldn't
real
know.
life, sometimes they press it just for like 2 seconds, I think.
Uh-huh.
But maybe I just need to map a different kind of button.
Maybe.
I have too many buttons used already on my steering wheel.
That's yeah, Yuki. That
Mike is saying,
push to
was that
spin.
push to spin?
Yes.
Push to spin, yeah. Spinalla.
Spinella. Push to spinella.
Or it gained like a tenth and a half on the main straight.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
then I went spinning.
I think it lasts for 20 seconds once you've pressed it.
So we are watching Beitske onboard view now. So Beitske gonna show us how to be fast at this track, which is really amazing. It's so nice to learn from the pro.
Els, I'm not sure if you're talking in the stream, but I can't hear you.
Yes, I'm talking in the stream. I was muting
Okay.
just in case Beitske needs to focus.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Well, I see you talking, but then I think, oh, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I mute myself on Discord so the drivers can focus on driving. Hey, by the way, Jacob, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Oh my god, it's very nice to have you here today. Enjoy your time here. You're very awesome. Happy almost weekend and welcome to Dream Team practice session here with Beitske Visser, the real life driver, pro racing driver, and my friend Nina, Yvonne, and Sarah. So basically right now we are in the practice session preparing ourselves for the upcoming VCO Infinity, which will happen in about, I don't know, let's see, I think in about 1 week or 2 weeks from now. So basically the event happening in April 20 until 21st. So it's gonna be a 24 hours race, 24 hours event, and this driver will be driving like, I don't know, it's gonna be a lot. Jacob and everyone, because the last time I did a race in the 24 hours race, it was like 2 years ago or even 3. I haven't done any endurance in a while, so looking at this event like 24 hours with different combo, different tracks, different car, it's gonna be like a lot of challenge. I'm wishing my girls tons of luck in this event. Like whatever, for me, I feel like whatever position you guys finish, I'm already proud of you for making it to the 24 hours event.
Well done.
Which is, I still hope that
Beitske?
Yeah.
Without the push to pass, what was your opti?
A 2.
39 too?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel good then, because I also have like a high 39 too, but like just need to hit the fucking times and then. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't swear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think the push to pass should gain you like 5 tenths
Okay, cool.
yeah, I'm not
if you don't do solo
familiar
breakings
with
then
the
like I
push to
did.
pass button. Honestly, chat, I'm not familiar with the push to pass. The only race that I did with this car was at Pocono and Talladega. It was like I was doing oval with this car, and the rules, the push to pass thing is different. Like it happens when you're in the road course. So I haven't done any drive in the road course. So I don't know if I will survive driving the IndyCar, but looking at Beitske here, I feel like she's making this car look so easy to drive at this track. You know what? You know what? Transmission, you know what? Maybe next time I will have the beep button ready. So when I feel like, okay, my friend is about to say something, I can just press the button like beep. I should have that beep button. Why is Nightbot trying to warn me for excitement? Maybe because you're too excited, Jacob. Hey, anyway, Jacob, welcome, welcome, welcome. Maybe because you're too excited seeing Beitske and everyone in the stream. So Nightbot was like, why are you so excited? Why are you so excited? Nightbot doesn't like it when everyone is too excited. Okay. I think the Nightbot gonna hate me because I'll be like very very excited going to the infinity. You push a button and a bit more horses will do their job. Yeah, let the horses do their job. I'm just gonna sit down. Awesome. So with this car, going to the Schumacher S, you can go pretty much flat out, like that. So satisfying.
Yeah. I'm doing it flat. I think that's the fastest.
Yeah.
So satisfying to go flat out to that corner.
I think this weekend I should not do it flat out with the GT4.
Yeah, you do the GT4.
I doubt that will work. If it does, I'm proud of you.
I'm not going to try.
Yeah, no.
It's definitely going to hate me because I'm always excited. It's iRacing, I know, right? I feel like everybody is so excited about iRacing, and especially because now we have rain in iRacing. You will love it. Like I know that you're the one who will be like most excited about the rain because you keep on saying on my chat like, you know what? I'll come back to iRacing when they release rain. And now that we have rain here, so I know that you will be like very very excited about it. I know, I think you're about to write wee. So the Nightball is like
The rain is very, very good.
ooh. Anyway, Yvonne, speaking about this event, do you think that they will have a lot of rain in the race? Like in this 24 hours event?
I expect in the GT3 for sure there will come some rain.
Right.
Which of the cars do have rain enabled actually? Does the
I know-
MX-5 have rain?
I'm not sure if the
No.
MX-5 because the Toyota has GR86, but I thought the MX-5 not.
The Super Formula Lights has rain, and I think that's the only one other than GT3.
Oh, true.
This one doesn't. You
Ah.
can just choose soft or hard.
Right. The new Ferrari series is the best. You mean the Ferrari Challenge or which one? And Yukino asking question, will Beitske also do the races here in the VCO with the Screen to Speed Dream Team? No, Beitske not gonna drive with the team, but she will help us. She will coach the driver for this event. But no, for the event, for the VCO Infinity, there will be Nina, Yvonne, Sarah, and Victoria driving. Oh,
You're
the
welcome
Rainmaster.
to join if you want.
So, I mean, seriously, girls, everyone in the chat, if you're a woman and you want to race with us, come join the Screen to Speed Spring Cup because the event's still ongoing, right, Ivan?
Sorry?
The event's still ongoing, the Screen to Speed Spring Cup.
The Spring Cup is going on Gran Turismo 7. And we just had the first race. And
Oh,
the next
camera is
race will
gone.
be the 21st of April.
All right, so it's like after the Infinity or during
Yes.
the Infinity, right?
No, after. I think the Infinity ends at 7 o'clock in the evening, European time, CEST. And at 8 starts the practice. So I'm just on time done to start working on the
I
Spring
see.
Cup.
How hard is it to go back and forth from iRacing to GT7? Do you need to change the wheel settings for each sim or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I use at home my direct drive, if I use the same settings from GT7 on iRacing, I will break my wrist. So there are luckily different profiles that I can use. And for each game, I have a different profile.
Right.
And sometimes on iRacing, it's also depending on the car, so I could change also my profile settings to the car that I'm driving.
I see. I think for me, I cannot going like changing sim back and forth. For example, like doing iRacing to GT7, back to iRacing, back to GT7. I can do it, I can do it, but I don't think I'll be very good in both sim. So I feel like for me, there is something that I need to, like okay, I know that I'm not that good in GT7, but I will push myself like really hard in iRacing.
Well, the last couple of races I did in GT7 was always controller, and that doesn't go well for me either. So I think hopefully, well, the next couple of races, what I'm gonna do, also a series from Transmission Motorsports. I hope to be back on the wheel to at least perform a bit better.
Yeah, I can drive like I can be like super confident with the wheel, but I tried playing Gran Turismo with a controller and I don't know, I just don't get the feeling of using the motion like, you know.
Dear.
Oh
No.
no.
Mike is doing well with the motion controller.
Micah, you should teach me how to play with controller. Like we should jump into the voice chat. I see you doing it and I will try to follow your way. Like really, at some point we should have that voice chat session with the screen to speed contestant, like screen to speed driver, and I can join the practice sometimes with you guys. Like when you guys are having a practice, I can join the lobby, driving with you, having fun. Let's see.
Yeah.
The haptic feedback on the
Yes.
triggers for the PlayStation controller are pretty good. It is so good, actually. The PS5
The
controller.
controller. Yeah.
The PS5 controller is such a total upgrade from the previous version, the PS4. Like so much better. You can, I mean, if you get used to it, you
Oh
can
shit,
like
nice
somewhat trail
tires.
breaking because you can feel it. Like the harder you press it, the harder it gets. So it's like, like at some point you can get the feeling of trail braking or being soft on the throttle. But I haven't got the feeling of that, so maybe that's why I still spun here, there, and everywhere. Oh yeah, in Discord. Yeah, we should do that. Hey, we should do that. I would love to drive with all the screen to speed contestant because I know some girls in the iRacing. I know some girls who compete in iRacing, but I don't really know a lot about you girls in the GT7. I have PlayStation. I can play. I can play. Only in Call of Duty I see. But for Gran Turismo, for me, it's so good. For Gran Turismo, the controller is so good, in my opinion. Yeah, with the trigger. Right, right. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I cannot drive with a controller, but since I've been driving a lot with a wheel, I get used to the force feedback and the feeling that I got from the wheel, which I didn't get that in the controller. So, yeah, I need to get used to that. And since I don't have I have my sim rig right there, but I don't have my monitor yet, my monitor stand. So I think I need to drive or start learning how to drive with a controller if I wanna race. Otherwise, I keep on waiting. I keep on waiting. Anyway, Yvonne, for this practice session, are you gonna drive the Indy car at this track, or are you gonna change the car?
I'm now in with the Indy car. I'm gonna drive soon. Hopefully,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna die
Hopefully.
because it's some time ago.
Right. Good luck. Ooh, back driving after a while. I really love seeing
Oh
you
dear.
girls focus on driving right now. I love seeing it. You're welcome in my Discord. We have lobbies all time. Oh, very nice. Let's talk about it in Discord after this, after the stream session. Else, I guess you do manual. What is your settings for shift up and down? So I'm using the default settings on PlayStation. So when I shift up, I use the X button, and I think the downshift is the square button. So here is the gas, brake, and X for upshift and square for downshift. But if you have a better recommendation for upshifting and downshifting, please let me know. Please let me know because I feel like it's a challenge. I want to take it as a challenge to be good in controller because I really adore everyone in sim racing or in any racing games that is really good in a controller. Like I really have so much respect on everyone playing in the controller. Like so much respect because it's not easy. It's not easy at all to drive with a controller, especially if you're talking about iRacing. I know some people racing in iRacing with a controller or keyboard, and I was like, I could never do that. I think so used with my wheel and lot cell pedals. The right thumb stick. Okay, down for shifting up to shifting down. Huh, the up and down. I see. I will give it a try. I will give it a try. Use the up and down on the right stick. Yeah, because sometimes when I'm driving, like when I spun, my hand was like everywhere, so I press all the buttons. I practiced one time. I drove with a controller. I spun and I pressed all the buttons because I was panicked. I was so panicked. Like what? I don't understand. It's more intuitive. I see. Huh. You know what? You know what? Thanks to Screen to Speed Spring Cup and Winter Cup, because we have Screen to Speed Winter Cup on GT7 was the first GT7 event that we have here in the Screen to Speed, and now that we have it again on the Spring Cup, I was like, okay, maybe I will start getting into it. I will start getting into sim racing in GT7, because I'm not. I don't want to leave Gran Turismo, honestly, guys. I don't want to leave Gran Turismo because it's the first game that introduced me to sim racing. So it's always nice to, you know, visit those old game in a while, like playing it. Let's see. Oh, Yvonne is driving now. Let's see. So right now, Yvonne, she doesn't have her rig with her, so she's pretty much like I think she's racing in a seat, like like not like a normal seat, but like an office chair. Meanwhile, Nina here with her Formula driving position, and Beitske with the GT4 sitting, not the GT4, the GT sitting position. So, yeah. And this is, guess what,
Oh,
guys?
so close.
Ooh. Sarah Nina! Oh my god, Sarah Nina make it to 39.
I may have cheated by taking fuel out of the car.
Right?
Oh wow. So Betska is like close to 38, but here the girls are at 39. Really great. Yvonne, let's go. 38. Let's go. Oh my god. Let's go, Sarah. Sarah, the IndyCar driver of the Dream Team. Let's go, Sarah. Let's go, Sarah.
Me 138.
Oh,
No, no,
dear.
no.
Oh, there goes my wing.
Oh no, front
Oh.
wing gun. Let's see the replay. What happened here? So, Saradov, let's see the onboard of Saradov. Oopsie. Ah. Bong. She lost her front wing, but it's okay. We can go back to the pit and repair. Let's go.
Doesn't cost any money and it's immediate.
Exactly. It doesn't cost you anything, so it's fine. It's fine. Let's see Beitske fast lap here. Because Beitske is like 39.0. So I think it's on the last
my.
lap. Or I think it's on this lap.
Yes, it was my last lap.
Yep.
I'm not going to even get there with no fuel, let alone full tank.
Anyway, chat, how many of you here playing in iRacing and how many of you playing in Gran Turismo? Because I feel like I think Micah is in Gran Turismo and transmission thinking about moving to iRacing or trying out iRacing if I'm not mistaken. And Jacob, I'm pretty sure Jacob and Gabe are in iRacing already. So I don't need to ask question for you, for both of you, like Jacob and Gabe. But for Micah,
Well, I survived the outlap.
yay! Ivan survived the outlap in IndyCar. I wish I could start earning with streaming, then I could use that to upgrade my system and pay for iRacing subscription. Yeah, true. Yeah, cause I think when I first started streaming.
So, do you guys take the curb on the left after the Schumacher S?
No.
Like the left-hander? You know, in a GT
no.
car, I think you would cross that, but like in this, I'm 50-50 if I want to or not.
I think it's faster not to hit it. You can hit it, but it jumps a bit. And if you avoid it, you can carry more speed, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if like the loss in like speed would make up for like the shorter distance, but That's fair enough.
I see.
I couldn't really go any faster than a low 40 with full fuel.
GDP Gaming, hello and welcome to Init Esports Dream Team practice session here with the Dream Team drivers and also with Beitske. Hello! Doing great today. The girls are focusing on driving right now and I'm the host for today. So I'll be having a chat with you guys while the Dream Team and Beitske focus on going fast at this track. And as you can see, Saradov and Nina, Sarah and Nina, their lap time is like very very close between each other. So they are trying to catch up with Beitske lap time now. So half seconds more for Sarah.
Oh, I can brake so much later with this car.
It's not quite comparable because I have less
You
fuel.
really want to try it, but you're in the budget, right?
I mean, I'm not on full fuel because like I would take like new tires and pits or something, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fill the car up.
Yes.
I was on the full 70 liters and now I'm on, I think, 36.
I think for me, when I first
Yeah, I think I'm also like at like 35 or something.
Okay.
Like leaving out of pits, so
we will talk about streaming
That's
and
more,
stuff
that's,
after
yeah,
this.
that's more reassuring then.
See
yeah.
how this girl's doing.
No,
I need
it's-
to do
it's-
the Road America by the way, Jacob. I don't know.
Sorry?
I don't have.
We don't start with the full tank, or
No. Did you?
yes,
That's fair enough.
Oh
I'm
dear.
with 70 liters.
I don't think I'll be doing the Road America 500, although that I want it, but I haven't done any drive.
That's less reassuring.
My setup is not ready, so I'm
No, I
not
mean,
doing
it kind of makes sense because my Opti right now, I haven't used push to pass, and my Opti is at 38.9. So,
Mine is a 39.4.
Yeah, GDP is
yeah.
a friend of Ivan
I
and
oftentimes,
Sophie.
like when I just like learn a new car, I struggle a bit with like really like getting close to my Opti. Because I just like try too many things, I guess, on a lap, instead of just like focusing on it.
Yeah.
Hello, John. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
This happens when you look on your phone to see the chat.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
text and drive.
Well, normally I have my ultra wide at the screen above to see the stream chat, but I don't have that now.
Yeah, so you have to look into the chat from your phone.
Yeah, and it's a bit small, so I need to, to read a bit longer.
See, since I know the track a bit better now, I want to try full fuel again and see what times I'm doing. Because sometimes I need like this little confidence boost of my time is going a bit down.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep.
What is base fuel? Is it 70 or 75?
70.
70. Let's see.
So here,
What?
I think Sarah's still driving. I wanna see how she does. How she doing
Um.
here? 39.5, which is good. Which is good. I think for me, I don't think I'll be in 39. Probably if I drive this car at this track, I'll be like 1 or 2 seconds slower than Beitske or Sarah, I think. The campaign in Netherlands for Yvonne. Hi Yvonne. Oh, it's so nice to have you here today, by the way, GDP. Very nice. Hello, hello. So, Yvonne. Yvonne, there's a chat for you. Do you know the campaign in the
When did I get a winner?
Netherlands? The campaign in Netherlands. Raimono.
Yes. Otherwise, don't look at your phone or screen and drive.
Anyway, GDP Gaming, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well and happy almost weekend. We are right in the middle of the week, so happy almost weekend. Hope you're having a fantastic week. And yeah. Right. I see. Yeah, cause I think I'll be like in 41 at this track with this car. Maybe because, well, the more I drive this car, the more I will get used to it. I think for me, most of the time, I need to feel comfortable or I need to feel connected to the car, if you know what I mean. So if I feel connected to the car, I will be like super confident to push. But if I don't know the car, I'll be like very, like I'm not sure about what I'm doing at the track. For Yvonne, Sarah, and Nina. For Yvonne, I think she's most comfortable driving the GT3. For Sarah, she loves the IndyCar. She loves the IndyCar. And for Nina, she told us that she would like to drive the MX-5 or the Formula Lights in this
Mainly the
series.
Formula Lights.
Mainly the Formula Lights. But I think for me, with this list of car that we will use for this event, if I'm a part of the team, I will take the Xfinity. Actually, I will take the
It's a great
Xfinity.
car. I think this will be all road courses, so it's hands full to drive.
Oh yeah, yep. It will be like
I mean, it would be really fun if they throw in one oval.
Yeah, but I don't see other cars. Maybe the Formula
I
I
don't
cars.
mean,
think
the
the cars will
IndyCar
survive.
The Indy
probably,
car, yeah.
I see.
and like
Oh,
the MX-5s would just be similar to just like street stocks, I guess.
Ah,
MX-5 at Oval's fun.
So I don't think it's like ridiculous.
So I think everyone probably crashes by the time 45 minutes have passed. Not at all fun.
yeah.
If
So
most of the people racing are more road drivers,
basically,
it might be a wreck fest on
Records.
ovals.
We will have Init
Maybe.
Talks tomorrow. Init Talks around the same time as today. So feel free to join tomorrow. We will have Init Talks and we will have Nina joining as the guest. So yeah, come join tomorrow. By the way, come join tomorrow because yeah, I'll be back tomorrow here on Init, and we will have Nina. So tomorrow, basically, we will be like having this podcast kind of thing, having a chat with different guests every week, and yeah, this week we will have Nina Han. So Nina, the back-to-back winner of Screen to Speed Winter Cup and International Women's Day race. I got a list of questions for Nina tomorrow. So if you have to go to bed now, save your question for tomorrow because we'll be back. Hey, by the way, Linda! Linda, hi! Very nice to have you here today. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the Dream Team practice session. Welcome. We have the drivers of the Dream Team here. Nina, Yvonne, and Sarah. Well, actually, we have Victoria, but Victoria is still in school. So she cannot join any practice session during this hour because she's still in school. But actually, we have 4 drivers for this event, and we have
Keep looking up
special
for her
guest
braking.
Beitske joining the stream. I'm so happy, super happy to have her supporting the Dream Team and also joining the practice because I think at the first time I got into sim racing, I watched the W series.
How
I
many
so
percent
remember.
are you pressing the brake?
Oh,
I don't know. So I don't look up.
Yeah.
oh.
I don't know how much percent that is.
Learning about how much do you need to brake with the IndyCar because yeah, it's so easy to look up. Like it's so
It
easy to look
depends on which
up.
corner.
Yeah.
Oh, I look up every. No, I'm not looking up everywhere.
I feel like this car
Almost.
feels almost similar
Just a
like
tiny
the
bit,
Super
and then I
Formula.
hear it. And
Like the Super Formula car. But for me, I think the Super
try to
Formula is
apply
more
less brake
scary
pressure.
than the IndyCar. I think. Or yeah, wait. Is it like pretty much Wait,
No.
I can ask this question to the pro driver or to Nina. Let's see, where's my cursor? Oh, because I had one last question for Beitske. Hey, by the way, shoot it now. Shoot the question now. Shoot the question, so Beitske will answer your question. Shoot the question now. Feel free to shoot the question in the chat. Hey chat, so if you have question for the Dream Team drivers or for the Beitske, feel free to drop it in the chat and we'll be having a little chat after the practice session. So shoot the question now. Give us the question, Mike. Alright, by the way, hello everyone. Hello to every one of you who just joined the stream. Hello, welcome to Init Esports Dream Team practice session here with the Dream Team driver and our special guest, Beitske Visser, the professional race car driver and also the ambassador. Keep driving. That's me as your coach. Keep driving. Keep driving. When is the first race? So basically the first race will happen in April 20th. So basically the VCO Infinity. Basically here in VCO Infinity we will have a 24 hours event. So it will be like a full day full of race. So 24 hours, probably like 20. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 24 hours race in the 24 hours of event.
Damn.
With different combo, different cars, different tracks. So basically what the drivers doing right now is they are practicing the IndyCar. We are practicing the IndyCar now, and maybe later we can try out different cars, or maybe we can practice in the rain. It depends on Ivan. But right now Ivan's still driving. She's so focused right now.
Oh, no. Do you want to drive in the rain? I understood as well.
It depends on Beitske and Sarah and Nina.
I don't know. We don't know what track and everything yet, right?
Well, no. And
Not
the
yet.
IndyCar doesn't have rain.
I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh.
That was a bit optimistic.
Yeah, sorry. Was that my fault? Did I turn in too early? I'm sorry.
No, I think it was both our faults. I think I was also a bit optimistic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it actually.
Let's look into the replay. Okay, so
It's not dirty play, but like
let's see what happened here.
totally fine. I just like I don't know. I wanted to paddle a little and not really give up my spot.
So Nina is in the pink car and Beitske is behind her right now trying to make a pass and oh, that's an incident. It's alright. At least we don't need to pay for the damage.
Yeah, that's the benefit of sim racing.
Yep.
You can just like try out like how far you can push like battles.
If I would have had to pay for this damage, I would have backed out.
Same. I would not have turned in. I would have just gone straight through the cones.
Let's see, Sarah.
I had my scare when I had my spin in my when I drove the Formula 4 in Zolder. Like for half a second I was like, oh, I can't pay for this probably. But then I caught it and was like, ha, got it. Oh yeah. It was a scary half a second.
I bet.
Yeah, like right at the end of the straight as well, you know, like fastest part of the track probably.
But you made donut at the track. I saw that.
Yeah, it was.
donut.
Yeah, you saw it on Insta, right? Yeah, it was like it wasn't a donut. It was like just like a spin, but like a
Oh yeah, well
like
technically it's a spin.
a 360. Let's call it a 360 entry into turn 1.
Huh? No sound. Wait,
No sound.
cause here on the Wait, could you check real quick, Yvonne? Because I think here on my Streamlabs, everything is working.
Beep, beep.
No, I don't hear anything.
So weird.
I can hear you, but I'm not listening to the stream.
Yeah, I need to
It
listen
looks
to
like
the
the stream is stuck.
I need to check
I'm
on the
gonna
stream.
restart.
Wait. How is that no sound?
I have no sign, but it's working now. The driving car, you can see it now.
How is that no sound? I don't understand.
Yeah, check it on my browser.
Yeah, I'm checking on the browser now. Hold on. I feel like they lost the sound. We lost the sound all of the sudden.
Okay.
Yeah, because before this, the stream is buffering a lot. I don't know if that's the issue from the Streamlabs or something. Because the audio is working. Let me send it to your WhatsApp real quick. Yeah, I think this is the issue from Streamlabs because the audio is working.
Oh,
I sent it to your WhatsApp, by the way.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Hello, Nina. Welcome to Init Esports Chat. welcome. So we are
Hello.
trying to fix the issue, which I don't understand because here on my end, I can tell the audio is working, but seems like it's not working in the chat.
Weird.
Yeah. I mean, even the voice chat, we're using Discord, so it should not be a problem for the. I mean, I turn on the desktop audio, so hold on. Can you guys hear something here? I turn on the desktop audio. Okay, I think seems like it's working. Is it
I
working,
hear
chat?
something.
I heard something.
Yay, sounds. Someone says.
Yay! Finally, guys. Sorry, I don't understand why the audio is not working. Cause we had chat before this, like at the start of the stream, and here from my Streamlabs, I see the audio is working, but it's just that you guys don't hear anything, which is so weird. But we fix it! Yay! So you guys can hear the audio. Let's see. Let's test it out. Cause Nina is driving. Let me know if you can hear Nina's car.
Yeah. Hello. Maybe my voice as well.
Let us know if you can hear anything from the chat. Anyway, sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know why that happened, but thank you so much, Linda. Sound and vision, yeah, we back. We are so back to the practice. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience, but we back. So you did, hold on. So you did 2 test drive in a Fun Cup Beetle on Zolder in September 22nd, as I'm not wrong. You did also race in the Fun Cup. Oh, that's the question for Nina.
Hello. Yeah.
So Micah asked a question. So she did 2 test drive in a Fun Cup Beetle in Zolder back in September 22nd, if she is not mistaken. You also did a race in the Fun Cup Beetles years ago, or not?
And sorry, in what series?
Oh, it's for Beitske. Oh, okay. It's a question for Beitske. Sorry,
Okay.
I thought it's for Nina.
No, Fun Cup I've never driven. But I did do some races last year in the C1 Cup. But Fun Cup I never drove.
Okay,
Oh
not the
no.
Fun Cup, Michael. Yeah. Yep. So, but it's good. No, she never drove the Fun Cup. But yeah, but the C1. So we are now on board with Beitske again.
Are you guys still on the red tire?
Yes.
Ooh. Seriously, I would love to. Honestly, I would love to drive this car on a road course at some point. Soon I got my sim setup ready. I will I will start driving the open wheel. Cause I don't know, for me, I like driving the sports car, but the way you drive the sports car, like Porsche Cup or GT3, GT4, and driving the open wheel is like different.
Actually, another question. Do you guys use like any, like during cornering, like yawing the car, or really just like sticking it?
What do you mean?
Like using like the slip angle of the tire to like rotate the car more, or like do you like in NASCAR or something where you like really like don't try to like slide the car at all, like slide in quotations, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little
But
bit, right?
I think in the race you shouldn't, because after one lap
Yeah.
you are dead.
Okay, yeah, good.
I see. C1 is also a car that you wanna try to
I'm
race,
right now trying to find
right?
like the sweet spot of this.
Of this car. Yeah, Michael, you know what? Well, at least for me this year, I will start planning on doing some IRL drive, not like throwing myself into a high level of competition, but
Maybe I should watch your onboard and see if I do something like majorly different than you.
yeah, going back to the pit, watch Let's Go and see. Yeah, so
I did
basically,
that and
Michael,
didn't see anything majorly different, so I'm just like, well, I'm just slower.
just
Just a skill gap.
Yeah. I'm gonna
yeah,
blame it all on
basically, I
my
would love
equipment.
to drive in real life, like trying to race. Maybe I will throw myself into karting
Proper racing
first
driver.
to get the feeling of it.
Yeah.
And from there, maybe I will start competing in karting. And after that, maybe I will
Also, I
start
guess
like
you have
thinking
quite
about
some
getting the
experience around this
license.
track.
Still finding my way
True.
to I don't know, to reach my dream to race in real life. Hopefully, I will be able to, I don't know, try driving in a real track. Try to drive a race car on a racetrack in the real life, not just in the sim. But yeah, this year I will start planning on doing some IRL stuff,
Oh wow, in your fastest
karting.
lap you really drifted into like that one corner.
Yeah, that was not ideal, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, yeah, looks great.
Because now every lap I gain a tenth on myself there.
Oh yeah, I get you, I get you. That really annoys you over the time, right?
Yes, because in the rest of the lap I lose it again.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I know the feeling so well.
that's always annoying.
Oh, you go out there. Oh, I didn't know you could brake on that part.
Oh my god.
Just find something, okay?
Where?
Like, on the top of the hill after the Schumacher S.
Ah, yeah, but be careful with track limits. I just did track limits there. In my fast lap, not. But
Okay.
in the lap I just did, it was track limits.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at your fastest lap.
Ah, okay. Yeah, the fastest lap was okay.
The NASCAR experience. I would love to try that at some point. I would love to try out the NASCAR experience. And actually, last week I went to Sonoma and I almost pay for the access to drive around the Sonoma with the pace car, but I was too late on that. But I would love to drive in real life.
Oh.
Maybe I can do some track days before I actually throw myself into the race, you know what I mean? Like try to drive on a track day, That's what I'm going to do a lot, actually. I must say I've really enjoyed this, but I'm gonna head over to my own rig practice for your event this Saturday. I wishing you all the best, and I really appreciate your invitation, Discord, and the Spring Cup.
Jesus.
Of course,
How did I
transmission.
spin there?
Sorry,
What
I
happened?
didn't. Sorry, I didn't know your name, so I
Actually,
keep on
since I'm
calling
already
you.
stopped,
I keep on calling
I'm
you
gonna go for
transmission.
a short pit
But
stop,
thank you so
and
much
I'll
for
be right back
hanging.
with you.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, by the way, transmission. Thank you so much for hanging, and I really hope to see you on the next Init Esports stream. And good luck with your practice. And I really hope that you're gonna win it on Saturday. Do your best. Don't forget to have fun. And I will see you next time. Oh, Tasha. Oh, that's you. Okay, Tasha. I'll call you Tasha then. I really love that name. Sounds very nice. All right, Tasha. I will see you on the next stream, and good luck for your race. And yeah, I really hope you win it, or you'll be in the podium. You'll be fine. You'll be fine for that. Good luck. Have fun. Have fun,
Thank you.
Tasha. Such a beautiful name. I feel like my friends have such a beautiful name, like Nina,
Sarah, did you try to
Sarah,
run a lot wider on exit
Yvonne.
of turn 1?
Let me hang on.
Let's see. I think Sarah's still driving a bit. So this girl, they've been doing a lap, 40 laps. I think they've been racing or driving for 40 laps, and I think Beitske is like the most. I think Beitske did the most laps here. I know you can't see everything here because it's covered with the relative and
Let me
stuff,
see.
but here Beitske, she did 45 laps and her best lap time is 39.0. So Beitske is really close, very very close to 138, 1 minute and 38 seconds. And we are still using the iRacing setup here. So as he said before, with a custom setup, you can go a lot faster.
Hey, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back. Oh
Welcome
wait,
back.
What were you
welcome
you
back.
asking about turn 1, Beitske?
I said on the exit of turn 1, I run a lot wider than you.
Okay.
Or I carry more speed into turn 1. And I
Okay.
still come back to the same place before turn 2. So still to the mid track.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Thank you. I'll try it out.
So
'Cause I
right now
think
we are watching
I'm
the
more used
onboard, not
to
the onboard, the purchase cam
cars that aren't
of
as nimble.
Beitske. So you guys can
So
learn the line.
I'm trying to approach turn 2 as if I wasn't able to move across the track as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think turn 2 looks similar to mine, but it's just that's turn 1 I carry more speed into it, so automatically I run wider on exit. And then I come back to middle of the track for turn 2.
Okay.
So I'm giving you guys the purchase cam so you can see the car and the whole track basically. I really like this point of view in iRacing replay because you can actually
you.
see your car and your track. This is like one of the best camera view for me. I like the cockpit view to see like how far do you need to go, or how far you can use the track, if you know what I mean, in the cockpit view. But this one, I use this camera view sometimes to see if I've used all the line or not. But here, okay, I feel like
I
here
see
you
what
can
you mean.
see.
Feels better or?
Yeah.
Here, from here, I think you can see that
The
she
car is
used the
able to
track
do it.
here.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, and here at the exit, I think. Right. So that is the fast lap of Beitske with 139.049 here at the Nürburgring GP layout. And let's see from Sarah. Sarah, okay, Sarah, she's done 40 laps here, 40 laps at this track, and her best lap time is 139.5. So she's currently in second place on the standing.
No.
Beitske on top, Nina on third, and Yvonne on fourth. So yeah. So this is the Saradov POV. Oh wait, why is everyone gone? Hold on,
Oh.
guys. Hello.
I can hear you.
Hi. So everyone is okay. Not like everyone is gone, but I need to put the camera back after a while. But it's okay. Yvonne, Sarah, why
That's
is
terrible.
oh wait, why are you here? And Yvonne should be here. So I'm quite new, guys, to the all the cameras. Yeah, we are trying to fix it now. Yeah, I think Linda, I think that happened also when I was having an interview with Vivian, remember? Like I got disconnected after a while. I don't know what's the problem with that. It probably from the Streamlabs. I don't know, but they are back. Our drivers are back. Thank you for telling me that everyone is gone. I tried to fix it like right after. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I'm so happy to be here to host this practice session right now with the Dream Team drivers and also our special guest, Beitske. Super happy. Then I will try to keep on improving the quality of the stream here on Init and well, in every channel basically. Thank you so much. Right, so this is Sarah and Yvonne. Let's see. Oh, Yvonne, yeah, because Yvonne is here in the chat and also like maintaining the servers.
Oh.
So mostly we are focusing on Nina, Sarah, and Beitske here on the server. So Yvonne, speaking of the competition, what do you expect in this VCO Infinity? What do you expect to happen or to see?
The level is very high in the Visser Infinity, and there will be a lot of battles. It's basically for most of the drivers kind of a sprint race.
Yeah.
It's not really an endurance race, so it will be very interesting to watch.
And are we gonna have this point system kind of thing throughout the 24 hours race?
Yes, there will be a point system.
Okay. So you guys will collecting points for in this 24 hours race. So although that, for example, you failed on the or not failed, but let's say like you got taken out on the first lap at the first lap, turn one. But we can try to push on the next one, something like that. But of course we are collecting points, so we have to finish all the race and hopefully we can be in podium, top 5, or even winning the race. And yeah, let's see. I don't know, maybe I'll be here as a commentator, as a spotter for the drivers if needed. We'll see.
Oh,
I don't know if we need a
so
spotter.
bad at chicane.
I'm having some small frame rate issues.
Frame rate.
Yeah, like on my end, like I don't know. I'm just gonna like turn down the graphics a little.
I see. Maybe because you're driving and you stream it to Streamlabs, probably it takes
Oh,
some
it
space of your
shouldn't
piece.
be a problem to that extent. I don't know. It sometimes just does it. I guess my PC is doing something in the background.
Ah, I see.
I was having frame rate issues earlier, but it's just because my PC is exploding slowly.
Right. Let's see. do we have here? And anyway, by the way, for Linda, Meike, and everyone in the chat, if you have question, feel free to drop the question in the chat. And yeah, you can tell me like this is the question for Nina or for Beitske. So yeah, I will I will read the question for the drivers so the drivers can focus on driving and try to answer your question. So yeah, feel free to shoot the questions in the chat. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. So yeah, because it's very nice to have everyone together here joining the practice server with cameras on and having a chat with everyone, which is so nice.
Oh no.
But you need to
I lost it all in the final corner.
You need to some sleep. Alarm goes at 4:30. Oh my god, you need to wake up early. You need to Yeah, so basically I hope that you will wake up right in time because 4:30 in the morning is so early for me, Micah. So yeah, go to
Oh
bed
no.
now. Go to bed, and I really hope to see you next time. Really hope to see you next time. How long has Sarah been on iRacing? Oh, question for Sarah. Okay, you missed the race.
Oh,
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna answer from the top. I'm gonna read the question from the top. Okie dokie. So first of all, Linda, so the Visio Infinity will be happening on April 20 until the 21st. So it's gonna be a 24 hours event. It will be like 24 race with different tracks, different cars, and we have 4 drivers in the team. So yeah, 4 drivers in the 24 hours event driving a different car and different track. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to watch. So make sure to tuning in to the stream on April 20 until 21st here on Init Esports to see the Dream Team POV. Okie dokie, see the Dream Team POV. Okay, Sarah, we got question for you from Jacob here. Jacob from Las Vegas asking this question for you, Sarah. How long has Sarah been on iRacing? How long you've been doing iRacing, by the way, Sarah?
I first signed up in, I think, December 2013, and I did a load of the MX5 races and rookies and stuff with free content mostly.
Right.
And then the sort of similar for 2014 and 15, I kind of had like a month subscription and play for a bit and then lapse, and then the next year and so on. But I didn't start like seriously racing on iRacing till the end of 2016. And then I had a break at the middle of 2020 until last year. So there's been it's a long time, but there's been gaps in it.
Right, a gap between it, right. So I feel like everybody been on the surface for a long time. Like Sarah, Yvonne also, you've been a while in iRacing. Like you got the subscription and such.
Yes, I started in 2015, and due to work and a lot of other things in life, I didn't drive from 2015 till now. But since the COVID period, when I had some free time, basically, I joined back in, and it's good fun.
Yeah, it's a good fun here in iRacing. And the next question is for Nina. Okay, Nina, how long have you been using the VR for racing?
Since I started, like 20.
Oh, hold on, Nina.
When did I sign up? Like I got the VR in 2016 for Christmas. So like let's say in 2017, and I started a little bit in like Assetto Corsa and I think Dirt Rally.
Oh,
Not sure if
nice.
I'm not sure if Dirt Rally did VR or if I did that on a monitor, to be honest. But yeah, then in 2018, I did get iRacing for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just always did it with VR because I just didn't have space for monitors in my tiny students dorm.
Right, right.
So yeah, and on my what was it, a Thrustmaster T150 is what I started on.
Oh, wow, same here. Very first one is my T150, the Thrustmaster.
I think I still have it.
Oh,
I
really?
just need to not
Yeah, I think
drive
it's somewhere in some
badly.
cupboard.
But I feel like the VR is like a great option for you if you don't have a really big space for monitor for triples, especially.
Yeah, space-wise, it's really nice. Also because it's like when you're not driving, it's not like standing around in your room, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, by the way, guys, Nina's camera is gone. It's from the Streamlabs, which we are trying to fix it right now. But she should be here joining in probably like 1 or 2 minutes. But yeah,
Yeah, if you
basically,
need me to do anything, just tell me.
yeah. So by the way, Nina, your camera is gone. Could you try to quit the collab cam and try to rejoin?
Sure thing. I'm not improving right now anyway. I don't know what it is. Did the track get warmer or something?
I find that a very good excuse. I agree.
Like, are you guys improving?
I could, but
Like,
I
I have like 2 spots where I improve like a tiny bit, but like everywhere else, I'm just like a lot slower, kind of. I mean, I say a lot. It's not a lot, but like I can't quite touch my best times.
well, I seem to be green until the chicane, and then chicane is not my friend anymore.
Oh yeah.
Chicane has never been
At
my
the end.
friend.
Let's see.
Okay,
That was
and
better.
this one will be the question for everyone. So this question will be for Beitske, Nina, Yvonne, and Sarah. So where does the love of racing come from? Maybe Beitske, you can tell us a bit about it first. Like, yeah, how did you start getting into racing and everything?
A long time ago. So I pretty much grew up between cars. My parents used to have a car dealership, and yeah, when I was 1 day old, my mom went already back to work again, and she took me with her. So yeah, already since I was quite young, I was riding around the showroom with like those little step cars. I don't know the English words.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, since I was 3, I was begging my parents for a go kart. They thought I was a bit too young back then, but yeah, on my 5th birthday, I got the baby cart, and yeah, since then I am addicted.
Oh wow! And now she's racing. Like now Beitske become such a professional race car driver. So yeah, that's from Beitske, the story of how did she got into motorsport, into racing. And what about you, Yvonne? Could you tell us how did you get into motorsport or sim racing in general?
Yes, I've started with go-karting when I was 7 years old. We were in the south of France, and I saw there a nice go-karting place, and I was already watching the Formula One with my dad since I was very young. And I told my parents I would like to do that. They said, "Well, we're on holiday now. They are looking a bit big." I said, "Oh, just come have a look on the track." So we went to the go karting track, and they had those mini cars in there. Well, back then I was also mini, and I'm still mini. I'm still not very big. So and then I drove cars for the first time, and then in the Netherlands I joined a karting.
Like a
Yeah.
lake or something? Like a karting lake?
Yeah, also karting races, but also in indoor, there was an organizer for karting races, but they also teach. So it was also a learning school, and I joined that. And then afterwards, I did outdoor. And when I was 15, I got my racing license. And did some testing, and unfortunately, my disability got a lot worse. And I needed to decide to stop because I always say when I can't compete on the best that I can anymore, I'll stop. So that's what I did. And now 2 years ago, I was back into the racing car again in England and racing with hand controls. And yeah, that's great.
Nice. So Beitske and Yvonne, they started like racing since a very young age, like pretty young age for you also. Like you were like 7 back then, right, Yvonne? Yep. And what about you, Sarah? Where does the love of racing comes from for you?
Well, when I was a little kid, I think I was like, I don't know, 3. The first video game I played was Gran Turismo 2. So
Oh.
I think that kind of cemented it that was how it was going to be. Because from then on, I've always loved cars, and I liked watching racing when I was younger, mainly because it was all shiny cars making lots of noise. And since then, I've always enjoyed driving cars in games and in real life, but I've not raced a car in real life. That's a dream. I think it's a dream of a lot of people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
I've
how.
kind of always had a desire to go racing and watch racing.
Yeah. So pretty. Like I think Gran Turismo take a big part as a start for everyone or for a lot of people, like to get into cars and driving and everything. And Nina, what about you? Could you tell me or tell us a bit of your story? So yeah.
Yeah, like while you all were like talking about it, I had a bit of time to like think about it, right? And I like when I think about it, I think where it really started was with the movie Cars. Because like
Oh.
I saw that as a kid and that made me go like, hey, cars are really cool. Because Lightning McQueen is just the best.
Yep.
And and
So for
then but like I didn't do like the karting or like I didn't do any. I don't know, my parents are also not really into like cars or that kind of stuff at all, which, fair enough. But like as a kid, I went like karting 2 or 3 times. I did quite well for the age, but like I wanted to do it more, but it wasn't really like we couldn't really do that. And fair enough.
yeah.
But then I kind of forgot about all of this until I was like, I don't know, 16, 17, when when a neighbor took me in his car to a friend, and he had this like, I don't know if he drove rallies with it, but it was like this tiny like Ford, I think it was a Ford. I don't remember the model, but like it was a small car, but with a roll cage with like 4-point harnesses and all that stuff in it. And he took a friend in it. And he sent it through like a roundabout, and I was like, Jesus, that's so fun to drive in a car fast. And that kind of reignited this whole passion. And I was always like the math person, so I studied mechanical engineering shortly after, got into the Formula student team, and it just like grew and grew and grew from there. And then I really wanted to drive, especially after having like test driven one of those cars for the first time. And that was actually part of the reason why I got iRacing, to really improve my racing.
Right.
And I'm actually going to stop because I can't talk while driving. And yeah, trained a bit on there. Was actually fast enough to be one of the two main drivers in the 2019 season. So I drove against other universities and a couple of on a couple of tracks in Europe. And yeah, and then after that, also like through iRacing, I kind of got like an opportunity to be part in a driver selection for a Formula 4. That was really fun. That was in Zolder, what I mentioned earlier. Yeah, and then start of the year, I finally got my racing license, so I'm allowed to drive race cars now.
Nice.
And last week, actually, I was in the UK to like be part of a Formula Woman competition, is what it's called. That was plenty of fun. I got great feedback, learned a lot and everything. And yeah, I really my big goal is kind of where Beitske is currently, because I like a year ago I set myself the goal to within the next 10 years or something drive in the 24 hours of Nordschleife. And yeah, I really hope that I can reach that goal. And I think I can.
You can.
I certainly have the motivation, and I really like put a lot to it currently to be able to make that dream come true at some point.
Yeah, you can. You can, I guess. I mean, yeah. I really hope that one day you will reach your dream or your goal, because I think Yvonne also wants to compete in the 24 hours of Nürburgring. So maybe.
Yes, we talked about it 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. So maybe we can have the dream team one day in real life for the 24 hours of Nerf. Because yeah, what about you, Sarah? You wanna join if we are having this dream team for real life driving?
Definitely. Obviously.
Oh my god, it will be so amazing if the dream team one day can race in real life. Like, like you guys teaming up here on iRacing first, and then hopefully in the future you can drive together in a team. Like, hopefully, doesn't matter if it's like the 24 hours Nordschleife or Le Mans, or maybe I can even see you in 24 hours of Daytona. So, yeah, I really hope that you can reach your goal. Like, really, really hope so. I'm into that.
I would say.
Yeah, so I think okay, I'll be the last one to answer this question. So my background is a bit different than my friends or Beitske here. Like, it's a bit different. I wasn't born from family who watched racing, because back then in my country, in my home country Indonesia, we have racing. We have some karting track, but the ecosystem is not there yet, I must say, for you who have the hobby of racing. So I was just playing games, like playing Gran Turismo without having something in my mind that I will become a sim racer or I will become a race car driver. So yeah, just playing games. And sometimes, my parents was like mad at me because I was playing games, not doing a homework. So, like, you know what, don't play games, you don't race in a game so much. So yeah, I was like, okay, I must say that I bury my dreams back then to become a gamer or to become a sim racer. Like, yeah, okay, I don't think it's gonna happen in this lifetime. But then I moved to United States, and the ecosystem and everything is so supportive here. Like, I can get into sim racing, I can go to so many tracks, I can get a lot of knowledge from people working at the track. And yeah, I must say that I'm the first one in the family, both sides, my mom and my dad's side, who got into racing. So yeah, I'm pretty much the one who make a change in the family. Speaking of career choose, like choosing my career, choosing my future. Like, I told my parents, like, I wanna be a sim racer a few years ago. They were like, what is that? What is that sim racing? Are you sure you wanna do it? And I told my parents, like, yeah, I wanna do it, whatever it takes, as long I'm doing it, as long I try it. Although that if I failed in the future, at least I know that I've tried. And now that I just told my mom, like, maybe I will try to race in real life, like, I don't know, this year or maybe next year. And they were like, my mom was like, you are the first one of everything here in this family without having a racing, a motorsport background and everything, try to make it here. So that's my story. The North 24 hours in iRacing.
Yeah, I did that once.
Yeah.
It's
Was
very
it fun?
fun.
Is it?
Yeah. Like there were like small things that didn't so I couldn't like enjoy it as much as I wanted it to, but it was still great and I'm really looking forward to it. I hope I can like do it again. Because yeah, oftentimes my schedules just really don't work.
Supporting. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like, at least in the iRacing special events, I can't always take part, but we'll see.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I would love to try the 24 hours of Nords in iRacing at some point, but well, I got time to practice for this year. Maybe this year I will take the challenge to do the 24 hours of Nords live, like maybe. Oh, by the way, Nina, you told us that you will have a list of questions. You have a list of questions for Beitske. Feel
I do.
So
Right.
basically, in 5 or 10 minutes from now, we will have the Q&A session for Beitske.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you looking at your phone? You have a list of questions there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like look it up, but like, you know, when you, what?
Yeah, of course. I mean, sometimes like I
It's
have
not
a
every
list of
time I
questions.
get to talk to someone, you know, who's like right where I want to be. So of course I
Yeah,
like,
same here.
okay.
All right. So is everyone in the pits now, or someone still driving?
I mean, I don't mind. I can drive all night.
I'm in the pit lane.
But I think like the I don't know. I'm not improving like on the track currently. I didn't look like what temperatures we had earlier. Right now we're at 36 degrees Celsius.
Yeah,
And I guess like, yeah. Wait,
probably the track
do we have
temperature is
static weather?
improving.
It's static, so I think it's the
Yes.
same.
Like does the track temperature also change? I don't know. I've
No,
not tried this out a lot.
it's static and it's also static time. So
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
I didn't think about
Maybe I'm
that.
just like not focused anymore. That could also be it.
Now that I'm looking at it, the clouds aren't moving, so
Oh, I
that's a
haven't
giveaway.
noticed. Oh, I also like I recently noticed something on the iRacing version of the Nordschleife that might visually ruin it, and I don't know if I want to share it with people or not.
Right.
Like it's not terrible, but it's like if you know this, you can't unsee it, and I every time I look at this track now on iRacing, I'm like, oh no.
All right, so we'll have a Q&A session in about 2 minutes from now. So, yeah, before we start the Q&A session, what do you think about the car and the track? Let's focus on the car. What do you guys think about the car? Like, do you feel confident driving this car, or what are the challenges that you face during this practice session? We can start from Nina.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I just bought this like right before the session started, so I have like about 2 hours of experience in the car now.
So, what are your first impression about this car?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a bit, yeah, I like these kind of cars. But I just have to like get to know it a bit better to really like be more consistent. Like my optimum times were quite nice. Like I'm happy with my optimums. just like getting the consistency and really like knowing how the car responds over like certain times of bumps and everything. I still like need a bit of time to learn this, but that's something I actively try to improve with my practices.
Oh,
Really, like,
Jesus.
get to know cars more quickly.
Right. Hello, Sarah. Oh,
Sorry.
no problem. No problem. Right. So, I mean, as someone who literally just bought the car 2 hours ago, you're doing great, in my opinion. Like,
Thank you.
as a
Yeah,
start, because I don't think I will survive. Like driving a new car that I just bought really fast. You're doing great so
I mean,
far.
yeah, I mean, as I said, like I'm not with my time's not exactly where I want to be, but like yeah, for just like
As a
hopping
start,
in,
yeah.
I think this is okay.
Yeah, you're doing great. So, I mean, with more driving, if you spend more time in the car, you will find that sweet spot and, you will get the feeling of driving it like,
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
And what about you, Yvonne? How do you feel about this car and what are the challenge that you got during this practice session?
Well, I did 5 laps because it was a bit difficult to read and do things in the background and drive on the same time with one screen. So I did 5 laps, and the braking is a challenge. So I'm gonna try this when I'm back home with my rig and my comfy pedals and settings, and gonna try it again and see what I do then.
Right, right. And what about you, Sarah, our IndyCar driver in the team? How do you feel about this car and what are the challenge that you face during this practice session?
I'm feeling fairly good with it. I think the challenge I have the most is throttle application. Sometimes a bit too much on, and I'll either get too much of a slide or spin.
Right.
I've not driven cars with this much power and no traction control for a long time. So it's something to get used to again. Because I think the last time I drove this car was 2019. So it's
Right.
been a long time,
Yep.
and it might as well be a brand new car to me, I guess.
Feels like a
Um,
brand new car.
yeah, definitely with the different tire compounds now. When I drove it last, there was only one compound.
Right.
Um, I think I'm comfortable in it in that way. I just need to get more laps in to push a bit more, and then a bit more and see what works and what doesn't.
Right. And now that we heard about the challenge that the drivers face during this practice session, this will be a question for Beitske. So, Beitske, do you have any tips for the drivers and everyone here in the chat who wants to drive this car in a road course?
Ooh. Well, I think what I found the hardest now was not overheating the rear tires. I think they go off very quickly if you go too quickly on power. For one lap it's okay, but after they will go off very quickly and it's very easy to spin. So yeah, I think especially for the race you have to be quite smooth.
Right. Right. So is this? I feel like, well, I don't drive a lot of this car, especially in the road course, but I feel like this car give me a similar feeling to driving the Super Formula car, but the Super Formula is like more scary for me. I don't know. I don't know. From a pro driver and pro sim racers like you girls here, do you guys think that this car is quite similar in terms of the throttle application? IndyCar and Super Formula.
We're driven this performance, so I don't know.
Kind of
Right.
same for me. Like I have the Super Formula lights. I I'm not 100% sure if I bought the Super Formula when it was new or not, but I certainly didn't spend a lot of time in it if I bought it.
Right.
I like my main game is still like Formula 4
The
usually.
four.
I just love that car.
Yeah, I see. I did Formula race once in North America. Like, yeah, it was the B class race, I think. Yeah, the B class. And I feel like in the Super Formula, like you have to be very very soft, as in like you cannot stomp on the throttle right at the exit. So you have to be like gradually in everything, the throttle brake application. But I haven't tried driving the Indy car on road course that much. But I assume with this car you will really need to be like not stomp on the brake, not stomp on the throttle at the exit, like really like that. I think. But I might be wrong. But yeah.
You're right.
I haven't driven the Super Formula yet either, but I have driven the Formula Renault 3.5 for a while, and it's fairly similar to that car. And neither have traction control, neither have ABS.
Right.
They have a decent amount of downforce and quite big, grippy tires, but lots of power. So
Right.
there is a similarity, I think. So I think I'd
Quite
assume that
similar.
the Super Formula drives a similar way.
Yeah. Maybe I will get into IndyCar on road course, trying out this car. Like try to see if I can match your lap time here. This track, I will try to run a couple laps and see. And
It's
anyway,
fun.
I mean, it's fun, but can be scary in the race, especially because this car is very easy to lock up, right? So you have to hit the perfect amount of brake, otherwise
Mm.
you will lock up, right? Yeah. And Nina, I heard that you have questions for Beitske, so feel free to shoot the question now for Beitske.
Yeah, I mean, like one is more like a technical thing, definitely, is like, do like the pedal applications differ from like sim race or like iRacing in particular to like the real car, specifically like the brake? Because like I know how hard brakes can be, like racing brakes, but like the how do I say, how quickly you go to like maximum pressure and then how you release, is that kind of like the same as in real life or does it differ?
No, I think that's the same. On the sim, you have to be as quickly as possible to the maximum pressure and then just reduce. Pedal wise, I like my pedal to be very stiff. Also in real life, if it pretty much feels like you're hitting a wall, well, not exactly, a little bit of movement, but
Yeah.
not a lot of movement, that gives me the best feeling, and that's how I have my pedal on the sim, but also in real life.
Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah. And another one that's more like an individual thing, I guess, is do you have like one big like change or event that you went through that you feel really like improved you as a driver? Or was it more like a gradual, like a little bit better each day thing?
Um, I think you just consistently keep improving. I cannot say if there was like one race where I suddenly improve a lot, but I mean, there's also races where you don't improve, but
Yeah, no, but like, so you didn't really have like this one moment where something like clicked and you immediately like learned a new thing how to, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
um, I can't remember. I mean, uh, it's not like suddenly something clicked, but I'm quite tall, and in karting, that's not really an advantage.
Yeah.
Um, so when I was 14, we decided to change to shifter kart, just because we thought that that would be too tall for the automatic karts. And I think that was one of the best steps made in my career because it really suited me well. Because yeah, I guess I could just clicked with shifter cards, but I cannot really say why.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sounds awesome.
Right. So I think I have questions for Beitske. It's from me, Els, the host, right? So I've been following you like your racing journey from the W series, and now you're racing in the GT cars. Um, which one do you like more? Do you like driving the open wheel or more like the GT cars?
It's a very tough question. I like everything. As
Uh,
long as it has four wheels and an engine, I like it.
as long as it has four
Um,
wheels and engine.
yeah, I mean, really, I've driven Formula cars, I've driven GT cars, I've driven prototype cars. Um, to choose what I'm the best at is probably formulas because I have the most experience with that as well. Um, but then with the GT cars and the prototype cars, you can do like 24-hour races and endurance races, which I also really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then the sprint race I also enjoy, so
Right.
I just like to race everything. I
You
can,
like anything as long it has four wheels,
yeah,
engine, right?
yeah. Last year I even drove the C1 Cup, some races which is a front wheel drive, so uh, yeah, I just switch between everything.
Switch within everything. And which car is the hardest for you to drive, or the
The
most tricky
hardest.
one? Yeah.
Um, it's a good question. I think the prototype cars are quite tricky
I
because
see.
they drive like a Formula car, but then in the same time they are quite tricky to drive. Also because yeah, you don't see your tires that well.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I would say those are the trickiest ones.
Right. The most tricky is the prototype for you. I see. But for you, switching between, let's say, Formula car and GT is not really like a big problem for you. Like you can switch between it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you one of the two I didn't drive for a long time, then you have to make the switch in your head, and then it's fine. If the driving styles would be closer together, it would be more difficult to switch. But because it's so different to drive, it's okay.
I see. I see. By the way, we'll be right back real quick. We are trying to solve the issue here. Let's see, because the camera was gone and everyone was freezing on the cam. Hold on, let me show this one. Okay, everyone is back. All right. Okay. Hold on. This one. You should be able to see or hold on guys, let me change the game to gameplay. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Suddenly everyone got disconnected from um, from the camera. By the way, be right back guys and chat real quick. Okay, Yvonne is here. Saradov. Um, where's Sarah? And Nina is here, but okay, Nina still okay. I think I'm gonna change the camera. Okay, this one. Okay, so yeah, it happens to me like what few weeks back when I was like having an interview. Like yeah. Oh, there's okay. Wait. And okay, there's another question from Yvonne, by the way. So wait.
Well, the first one you can forget. You already asked, House.
Yes.
There are two more.
There are two more, right? So I think I'm gonna put the gameplay camera here because here you can see Yvonne, Beitske, and me. But on the other scene, it feels like it's a bit off. I don't know why. I'll try to fix it for the upcoming stream. So here comes another two question from the chat from Yvonne. What would you like to achieve more in your already great career? Good question.
Um, so I've done Le Mans already, but I would love to do Le Mans again.
Oh,
Would love to do Daytona.
mm-hmm.
Formula E would be cool as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like just all the big, like GT races or prototype races, and Formula E. Those would be high up my list.
Right. I really hope to see you in IMSA because I really love watching IMSA race here in the States, and they have
Yeah.
like a really cool prototype racing. Like it was really nice. I really hope to see you in IMSA so you can do like 24 hours Daytona or something. Like I will come and cheering you on. Like go Beitske for 24 hours Daytona.
Yeah, I did Daytona, like the Michelin. No,
The Rota
Gods.
Trota.
No, I did the Daytona, but the GT4 race, the 4 hour race just before the 24
Oh,
hour.
the roar.
No, not the Roar. There's a GT4 race.
Oh, the
I don't know what
GT4.
The
championship is called, but
the
it's on the same
Michelin
weekend.
challenge.
I think something like that. So I have gotten a taste of Daytona, but yeah, I would really love to do the big 24 hours. And you're at IMSA, would love to do that, WEC, all the big championships.
Really hope to see you in IMSA, and I really hope you'll be driving the prototype if you're driving in IMSA. Like I really want to see you driving the prototype in real
Yeah, I would
life.
love to.
That will be fun. And the last question, any tips for the ladies who would love to race, where to start, and maybe you can share also like what are the challenge as someone who wants to get into racing also, based from your experience.
So I would start with karting, definitely. I think that's where you learn all the basics that you also need in cars. And yeah, to practice it in karting is a lot cheaper. Plus, you race a lot more. Also, crashing is not so expensive.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's the best way to learn everything there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like during the races, you have a lot more close fighting in karting. So I think
Oh.
that's where you learn all of that. And then yeah, it really depends what your goal is, whether you want to go to formulas or GTs. I
Right.
do think regardless of where you want to go, doing some testing in formulas is always good because you learn a lot there. Um, and then it just depends where you want to go, how much money you have. That's a big thing also.
Right.
Um,
Right. Because I want to get into, or at least I want to try to get into real racing, and karting is on my plan. Like the first thing that I'm gonna do, I will get like try out karting, try to get the feeling of driving in real life.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's definitely the best way to start.
And what do you take from sim racing to IRL racing?
So I prepare for all of my races on the sim because I mean, especially as I race on the Noordschleife, you need to do a lot of laps on the sim to learn the track, where it's going, where the bumps. Um, and you always have a little bit of difference on the sim. I think on the sim here, there's a little bit more grip than in real life. But
Right.
there's a lot of things you can prepare for on the sim, and regardless of preparing for my actual races, I like to do sim races also in other cars on tracks where I don't race. Because I think even that I learn from, especially because during the winter break you don't drive a lot, and if I do races on the sim, I kind of stay in a rhythm, in the racing rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
And yeah, you can learn quite a lot from the races, like fighting with the others, uh, and just managing everything, and also a lot of fun to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will be like, I assume that getting into real racing, it will be like a lot of fun, but it will be like a lot of things to do to prepare yourself getting into the race, like the test session, practice, and then the race week and stuff. And I
Yeah,
bet it can be like very, very physical, like really, like,
yeah, and especially since like racing in real life is so expensive, we don't have a lot of testing opportunities, and so like when you get to the real track, you have to be as prepared as possible that the laps you do get, you use to the maximum. Like for example, this weekend I will be racing at the Nordschleife again,
oh, good
and
luck.
we have no practice. We go straight into qualifying. So yeah, that shows how important it is that you prepare well on the simulator.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we are lucky we have simulator so we can learn the track, like learn the corners of the track. So hopefully we'll be quite ready. But I cannot imagine if you don't do any practice, you don't do any test session and straight to quali. I cannot imagine. At least for me, it
Well, the
will
good
be
thing
like,
is I drove last weekend there, so
yeah.
um, yeah, we had two races last weekend, so I am in a rhythm. But yeah, it's not easy to go straight into quali.
Yep, I bet. It's not that easy. And I assumed in real life the quali will be like open quali, as in like everybody drive on the track. It's not like you're doing solo session like in iRacing quali, right? So
No, it's everyone at the track at the same time. I think this weekend there's 130 cars. Also on the Nordschleife, you have to be lucky that you don't have a yellow flag or a code 60 in your lap, because the lap takes almost 9 minutes for us. So before you have another chance to try again, is another 9 minutes further. So
right.
yeah, the lap you get without the code 60 has to be a good lap.
I see. And Yvonne, do you have more question for Beitske or Nina before we end the stream?
Um,
I did, or like Sarah?
Or Sarah?
I was going to ask, you mentioned that you prefer your brake pedal to be really hard in sim and in real life. And I know there's lots of customization you can do in sim rigs, but how much customization can you do with the brake pedal in the car in real life? 'Cause I've never thought of that before.
Good
A lot
question.
less. You
Mm.
have the master cylinders of the brake, which you can usually change, which makes the pedal harder or softer. Uh, but yeah, it depends a lot on the car. Some cars have hard brake pedals, some have a soft brake pedal. So yeah, you have to be lucky. You drive the car with the brake you like. So even if it's a brake you don't like, you have to get used to it. But yeah, the BMW GT4 has a hard pedal, so I'm happy.
Happy with the hard pedals.
Yeah.
Right. Um, Nina, got any more? One more question? Anyone?
Yeah, like after like setbacks or like a big crash like you had in Spa, for example, like what gets you the like power to push back on track, or like does it shake your motivation at all and you just can't wait to get back, or yeah.
I think after big crashes like that, like I had the one in Spa, and I had another one in 2012 in Zandvoort. The most important thing is to get back in the race car as quickly as possible. But I think the longer you wait, the more chance that there is that you start to overthink stuff. I mean, sometimes if you're injured, you don't have another choice, but in general, it's best to get back in the car as soon as possible. And yeah, I mean, I didn't really think about it. After Spa, I got back in the car a week later in Zandvoort, and I felt okay straight away. I mean, after my crash in Zandvoort, that was because of a brake failure. And then I raced the next day, and the first two laps I drove pretty shit because I didn't trust the brakes. But then after two laps, I felt okay again and I was fast again. So yeah, that I mean that crash was because of a technical failure. So the Spa crash had nothing to do with a technical failure.
Yeah.
So then I just got back in the car and it was all fine.
Keep on doing it.
Okay,
Like
thank you.
straight. And Sarah, got more question for Beitske?
I suppose you started with racing in real life before you went to sim racing, because you started with karting already. I was just wondering, do you think the biggest problem that a sim racer going to real racing would have is all of the sort of overload of sensations compared to being in a sim rig?
Yeah, so I
If you've
started
not
with
started with that first.
Yeah.
so I started with karting when I was 5, and I started with sim racing during COVID in 2020. So yeah, there has actually been when was it? I think in 2014 I did a test day with Van Amersfoort in Barcelona with Formula 3, and they had a sim racer. I don't know if you know him, Atze Kerkhoff. He's
I think I've heard of it.
yeah, he's a very fast driver, fast sim racer, and they decided to put him in a race car because he was yeah, doing the sim racing, like doing the reference laps for the team back then, and they were like, okay, let's see what happens if we put him in a real race car, as he was very fast in the sim, and he was actually not bad. I mean, yeah, I think he was like 2 or 3 seconds from me, but it was his first time ever in a race car. I think the biggest thing he had blisters on his hands because the force in a Formula car is a lot on the steering wheel. And he was losing in the fast corners because in sim you don't have the fear factor. If you
Right.
crash, you press
Yeah.
restart.
Yeah.
In real life,
Yep.
you can damage the car a lot. You can damage yourself. So if I tell you now, turn two is flat out, you will go out and do it flat out. In real life, you will not go out and do it flat out in lap one.
Yep.
I think that was the biggest thing that the fear factor comes in play in real life.
Yep.
Would you say it's also true, it's sort of the inverse, where going from real racing to a sim, the lack of all of those feedback that you get, you kind of have to learn all of it by eye again in order to get where you were.
Yeah, you have to get a little bit. You have to learn a different way to read the car because in real life we feel it a lot through our body, through the seat, and on the sim you don't have that. You have to rely on the steering wheel and your eyes.
Right.
So yeah, I know a lot of real world drivers that don't like the sim because they struggle to make this switch of feeling. But yeah, I think in general it's always good to learn how to feel the car in different ways. So yeah, I think it's good to also try to feel the car without the main feeling you normally have.
Thank you so much, by the way. I think we're gonna end the stream for today because, yeah, we've been playing for almost like 3 hours now. It's like 2.5 hours into the stream. So, yeah, it's already late for you in the Europe. So, I think we're gonna end the stream, I guess. Anyway,
That's
let's go.
Okay.
Let's go anyway. Thank you very much for your time today, joining the practice session with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
thanks.
having
It
me.
was so cool with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
really
was.
was. Thank you.
Oh my
I
god.
enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also for Yvonne, Nina, Sarah, thank you very much for joining the practice today. And it's very nice to finally having a real chat with all of you. So yeah, to everyone in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in today to Init Esports Dream Team practice session with Beitske. Thank you very much, and I do really appreciate all the follows and yeah, your chat, everyone. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have Init Talks episode 3, and Nina Han will be the guest for tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow, Nina, and Beitske, Yvonne, Sarah. I will see you next time. Beitske, I really hope to see you racing in Daytona 24 or any IMSA race. I would love to come and see, supporting you. And yeah, everyone, have a great rest of the evening for you, and have a great rest of the day for everyone living in America. So I will see you tomorrow on Init Talks. Thank you so much, Beitske, Tina, Yvonne, Sarah, for your time today, and good luck for your journey in sim racing and also in real racing. All right, guys, I will I will see you guys tomorrow.
See
Yeah,
you
I will see
tomorrow.
Thank
see you
you, Els.
tomorrow. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
everyone. Thank
Goodbye.
you very much, and see you tomorrow, guys, on Init Talks episode 3. Make sure to follow us on social media at Init Esports and Screen to Speed to stay updated with the latest news about our competition, our activities, and more. See you. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye,
Ciao,
everyone.
ciao.